Good evening, everyone. It's Angelo Christian. I hope everyone's doing well. It's been a few weeks. I hope that everyone can hear me okay. If you can, give me a big thumbs up. I'm just centering the volume. So guys, thank you so much for checking us out on YouTube Live. You know, every Thursday we do a Talk with Angelo show. And so I wanted to be kind of in the backyard today because I wanted to be outside. So I hope that you guys are doing good, and I really appreciate you guys coming on the show tonight. A lot of stuff's been going on. I've been really busy right now, so you know, I want to talk about a lot of important things that are going on right now with the market, with the mortgage lending, with credit, with loans. So I hope everyone's doing really good out there. Really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching the show. Remember, we do a Talk with Angelo every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. And so tonight I just kind of fell out like chilling in the backyard, sit and talk with you. And so just wanted to visit with you guys. I hope that you guys are doing good out there in America. And I really appreciate y'all reaching out to talk with Angelo. Remember, we're a direct nationwide lender. We've been doing this for, you know, over 20 years, helping Americans, helping people, families all over the country to get their loan funding. We're a nationwide commercial and residential lender. And so we do this Talk with Angelo show every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, where we sit down, kind of talk and chat. You can ask me any questions that you want with real estate, with loans, with credit. So really appreciate you guys coming on the show. Please give us a big thumbs up in the channel. If you have any questions or anything that you want to discuss, you know, please feel free to reach out, ask me any questions. You can ask me anything here. I did want to talk about a few things tonight that I wanted to go over. Some of the key topics that I wanted to go over tonight. Getting rid of renting in America and becoming a homeowner, I think is a huge passion of mine. When you actually own your own home, to quit renting, that you actually own your property once and for all. I think that's an important thing. Boosting up your credit score to get the best loan that you can get to qualify for a home loan, I think is very important. So the other thing is we have some new programs, some new jumbo programs that have come out in the market, some hot loan programs to help people that are trying to buy jumbo homes. That's a really cool thing. I want to talk about Texas private lending. That's a huge topic right now. It's private lending in Texas and Florida. It's some of our favorite states to lend in. And so I'm really passionate about helping investors to get their properties funded. So. And if you guys have any questions, remember, a lot of my inspiration I get from you guys watching the show. And so if you have any questions, anything that you want to go over, please feel free to hit me up in the chat box. Ask me any questions about things that you want to know about. I'd love to hear those from you guys too. So remember, and also every Thursday we do a free Amazon $100 giveaway. We're going to ask you a few questions. Hopefully you're paying attention during the show, and whoever wins gets that free $100 Amazon gift card. We do that every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. We'll actually email you the Amazon gift card to our lucky winner. So yeah, these are the topics that I kind of want to talk about tonight. And like I said, if you guys have any questions or anything that you want to discuss, you know, please feel free to message me. I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys have about any different things that you guys want to go over. So the biggest thing that I think that the first topic I want to talk about is renting in America. And one of the things that I'm seeing right now is that rents are rising a lot. They're rising really high in America right now. And I'm hearing a lot of people, like they're struggling. They're trying to be able to come up with funds to be able to purchase a home. They're paying, they can afford to pay the rent, but they're having a hard time coming up with the funds for down payment, funds for closing costs. And so one of my clients asked me this week, it was a good question, I did a podcast on it, and he asked me about rolling the closing costs into the loan because he was going to buy a nice house, like a $400,000 home, and the closing costs were like $10,000, and he had the money for the down payment. He was doing a conventional loan, and he was putting 5% down, but he didn't have the money for the closing costs as well. So he asked me, is it possible that he could get the closing costs included in his loan? And if he put the closing costs into his loan, would that increase his interest rate? And so I want to talk about that because a lot of people think that when they're buying a house that they have to pay the closing costs and they have to pay the down payment, and it's not necessarily the case. You're able to purchase a home and potentially get the closing costs financed into the loan, or try to. Right now, you're not going to get the seller to basically pay the closing costs because the market is too hot and sellers don't want to pay closing costs. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Good evening. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, brother, for checking in. So you're not going to want to get the seller to potentially pay the closing cost because the market is too hot. The sellers don't want to pay closing costs, and they don't have to. Frankly, they don't need to pay the closing costs because the market is too hot. And so, hey, good evening, Corey. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for checking us out, man. I appreciate it. So, the thinking is that if you put the closing costs into the loan, it'll reduce your out-of-pocket expenses. So when you're buying a house, to say a $400,000 home, and your down payment was $20,000, and then your closing costs are $10,000, that means that your total out-of-pocket is going to be $30,000. That's a lot of money that you have to pay out of pocket. A lot of people don't have those funds to be able to pay that all out. Hey, what's up, Jared? Good evening, man. Good to see you. Appreciate you for checking us out. Hope you guys are doing good. Good evening from Texas. Yeah, I'm down here in Texas today. So anyway, a plan that you can do when you're trying to buy a home or a property is get the closing cost financed into the loan to reduce your out-of-pocket expenses. Instead of you putting down $30,000, you only have to put $20,000 down, so you can reduce your out-of-pocket expenses by $10,000 by not having to pay that additional money at closing. So it's a very powerful thing that you can do to save yourself some money. So, hey Shirley, good evening. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for checking us out. Hope everyone's doing really, really good tonight. The thing, it looks like America's opening back up. The market's getting hot. COVID seems to kind of be eradicating, go away. I hope all of you guys got your vaccine out there. Things are getting a lot better. Interest rates have come down. So back in March and April, interest rates actually went higher. So interest rates have actually dropped for June. So right now in June, interest rates have actually come down. So it's really, really cool because you have lower interest rates. So that means you can afford more house when you have a lower interest rate. So that's really, really cool to have a lower interest rate. So if you're looking to buy a house right now or get a loan, now's a great time to consider locking in because the interest rates are actually lower. So because you can actually get a lower payment. So, but the biggest thing is that I don't want people, if you're thinking about, buying a house or you're kind of on the fence, life is too short to waste your money on rent. You guys work hard for your money. I work hard for my money. And so you want to have a nice home. You want to enjoy your house, and you can't take the money with you. So what I was trying to say earlier is don't waste your money on rent. Become a homeowner. Own a beautiful home. Own a nice house. It's great to own a beautiful home. I think it's a great thing that people, families, they strive to do. Hey, Jared, what's up? Appreciate you. Your credit's at 650. No, 650 is a good credit score to get started, Jared. If you have a 650 credit score, that's enough to get started with your credit. So now, obviously, it depends on the type of loan that you're doing. Some loans, they want a higher credit score, but a 650 overall it's a good enough credit score to get started. So I think, it depends on if we're doing FHA or, USDA or VA, that's a fine credit score. So I would say let's get started with that and see where you're at. And then we can kind of work with it if we need to get the credit score higher, to kind of massage it or whatever we need. Remember, we can also help our clients if you need a light credit boost to help you to boost up your credit score. We do all different types of loan programs. So, but the big takeaway that I was trying to get at is don't waste money on rent, guys. Life is too short. You got to own your home, own a nice home. You want to be excited to be able to come to your house. You want to have fun there, have, parties there, holidays there, and you want to have a beautiful house and take care of your house. And so I'm a big advocate of home ownership. If you guys remember my story, I grew up poor, broke, and homeless and never owned a home. We lived in hotels, we lived in our car. So it's a big thing for me to help people to become homeowners. It's my mission to help people that I come across with in my life, to help them to own a house, because I think that it's a huge accomplishment. It's a great feeling. Hey, John. You not need a lease contract, but you need it. John Doe, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your question 100%. I want to make sure I understood what your question was. I was looking at some homes in Frisco. Oh, Frisco's great though. Frisco's a great area, Don. I'm south of Frisco. I'm in Houston. Frisco, are you talking about Frisco, Texas? Yeah, Frisco, Texas is a great area. I think Frisco's beautiful. Yeah, Frisco, Texas. Actually, I have an office in Frisco, Don. So, yeah, that's a nice area. I mean, I remember when Frisco was a little farm town. Want to rent out our current home. Oh, you want to rent out? Yeah, you can do that, John Doe. But is your current home FHA or conventional, number one? Number two, when did you start the lease? Okay, number three, your current one's FHA? Well, and then you're going to have to try on the second one. I mean, there's a lot of questions that are tied into that. See, this goes deeper because how far? Oh, start in December. Is the new loan that you want conventional or FHA, John? Because is the new loan that you want? That's a good question. Okay, then you're going to have to be at least 100 miles from your current home to the new home. Okay, you have to be at least 100 miles apart. So with the new house, the old house has to be 100 miles. Okay. The other thing is that you may have to, with FHA, if you just started the lease, they're not going to omit that out of your debt ratio because you just started the lease. It's going to be tough. They're going to make you qualify with both mortgage payments. But with conventional, we can give you credit for the rental income. So I would try to take you conventional. I wouldn't try to do this as another FHA. Yes, conventional is better. I would recommend going conventional because FHA is tough to get a second FHA loan on this type of situation. Why? Because that's FHA, Don. FHA requires 100 miles or more to have a second FHA loan. That's an FHA requirement. You can read that up on, it's an FHA requirement. It's not my requirement. You'll need a lease. Yeah, lease contract. Yep. You have to lease out the current home, and then you can get a secondary property with conventional is what I think is better. I would do conventional in your case, better than FHA, I think. I don't know your whole story, but that's what I would recommend. So that's a great question, though. And if you guys remember, if you have any, it does not have to be, no, for conventional, it does not have to be on the taxes. FHA, it has to be on the taxes. Conventional, it does not have to be on the taxes. So, yeah, conventional, that's the benefit of conventional, is it's more, for situations like this, it's more liberal, more beneficial. That's right, just a contract in place. But FHA, you'd have to have it on your tax returns, okay? And it makes it kind of difficult because you're just starting the lease, right? So anyway, that's a great question though. I should probably make a video on that because a lot of people, they're in situations like that. Maybe FHA, getting a second FHA loan, it's possible, but there's a lot of restrictions with it. It's not just easy to do, right? So. Okay, that's another good question. The current DTI, the maximum is 45%, John. Hey, Karan. Karan, no, 620 for FHA. 620 current, it used to be 640. Now it's 620. No, 620 to close, Karan. Yeah, 620 credit score to close for FHA. So, yeah. Hey, Slash. Oh, I appreciate that. Appreciate it. I'm glad you like it, man. So, anyway, that's another big thing that. Oh, what's this? If a family member was in the armed forces, can we use VA? No, that's a good question, Don. No, only people for VA that can go on the VA loan is the veteran or their spouse. The VA benefits can't be passed on to other people and use the VA benefits. Okay, so for the VA, it can only be the veteran or their spouse, not a brother, not a son. It has to be only the surviving spouse or the veteran. Okay, and they have to be married. Okay, so those are very important things with VA loans, so what they require. So yeah. So another thing that I wanted to talk about that I thought was important. So we talked about home ownership in America. Quit renting, become a homeowner. Don't waste your money on rent. You got to own your nice home. That's your whole life is your house. You want to be excited where you come home. You work hard for your money. Interest rates are low. They've gotten better in the last 2 months, so now's the time to buy. That's an important thing that we talked about. A lot of people are asking me about the Biden tax credit. As far as I know, what I've been told about the Biden tax credit is supposed to be coming out this summer, up to a $15,000 tax credit that you can use towards your down payment or your closing costs if you're a first-time buyer. And the definition of a first-time buyer, someone hasn't owned a home in the last 3 years, and you have to have at least a 660 or higher credit score and make below $80,000 a year. If you meet those requirements, then you're eligible for a first-time buyer tax credit. And the thing is that if that tax credit, I don't know when it's coming out, so when it does come out, we'll definitely let you know, and then you can take advantage of it. But it can be used towards your down payment and your closing costs. So it's a really, really powerful thing. It can help you guys out a lot when you're trying to buy a home. Okay, so another thing that is important. We talked about jumbo loans. We have some great jumbo loan programs. We're one of the only lender in the country that can do a jumbo loan up to, hey Slash, would having 2 jobs help improve me getting qualified? Okay, if you have 2 jobs, Slash, you have to be on those 2 jobs for at least 1 year in order to use 2 jobs. So you have to have at least, to use 2 incomes, to have 2 jobs, you have to be at those jobs, both jobs, for at least 1 year before you can actually use that income. So if you just started the job a month ago, the second job, they're not going to let you use that income. You have to have 2 jobs for at least 1 year, preferably 2 years, before you can actually use that income. So I hope that makes sense, because that's an important thing to use that secondary income. But what I was getting back to earlier, that we're one of the only lenders in the country that will do a jumbo loan with 10% down up to a $2.2 million purchase price. So if you're anyone out there that's trying to buy a nice house, a big jumbo house, we offer that program nationwide with the exception of like the East Coast. We can't do it in New York or Maryland, but anywhere else we can do a jumbo loan up to $2.2 million with only 10% down and no PMI. And you can still get a great rate. You get a great rate, 2.2 million with only 10% down. Awesome program, very attractive financing. If any of you realtors are watching the show, or any brokers or whatever, that's a great program with only 10% down. Okay, so hard money loan in Texas, yeah, that's a great question. So hard money loans, basically, and you probably wonder, okay, why does it have that name, hard money? That sounds weird. It sounds awful. Well, I didn't come up with that name. That's just the name that the industry has called it, because it's hard money. It's not like a loan shark, but basically you're going to pay, higher interest rate, higher closing costs, but the benefit is speed, flexibility, fast closing, easy, turnaround. Now this program is only designed for investors, commercial properties, investment properties, fast closings. You can do commercial owner occupied, but not residential owner occupied. So, but it's designed for, hey, my credit's not ready, the property's not ready, I need to close quickly. I just need to hurry up and close, and my credit's not ready, it's not good enough, but I have the money for the down payment. Now, generally, these loans, you have to put 20 to 25% down. The interest rates usually start at 9 or 10%, but they're designed for, let's say that you want to buy a house that needs a lot of rehab, and the bank doesn't want that property. Hey, good evening, Anne-Marie. Housing market is awesome. You're about to go under contract? Good. Yes, the housing market is crazy. I agree. The housing market is super. House prices are rising. It's insane. The best thing you can do is get your verified pre-approval, get your approval ready. So that way when you're ready to purchase your house, you're good to go. You can buy your home. and boom, you can close. You don't have to worry. You don't have to wait. Okay. So, but anyway, the hard money loan is a loan that will basically, it's not credit based, it's asset based, and you can quickly close on a property. You can, I have a client right now, they are an investor in Georgia. They're buying a rental property here in Spring, Texas, and the guy's credit's only 610. And he doesn't have time to boost up his credit score to get a conventional loan. He's going to lose the property if it doesn't quickly close. So he's doing a hard money loan. He's paying 9% interest, putting 25% down, and then he'll close. He'll own the property. The property, he's buying it for $340. It's worth $400. He doesn't want to lose the property. So he's going to quickly close on the property and then refinance to a bank loan later. But he owns the home. He doesn't miss out on losing the home, because that's the whole thing, is you don't want to miss out on the opportunity. So it's, time kills deals. You got to move fast in the market. If you want to close quickly, you got to move fast. So, that's a good question, Slash. Do I think the market's going to crash? I don't know. The market that we're in right now, I wouldn't call it a bubble. Yes, we can help Don for helping with HUD and foreclosures too. We can get you pre-approved on a HUD or a foreclosure home too. But, that's a great question. Do I think the market's going to crash? I don't think so. I don't expect that it will. But you never know, because I think there could be a pullback. I think there could be I don't think it's going to be like a huge explosion like 2008, but I think you're going to see some, a slight pullback in the market. And people are going to take a breath. Everyone needs to take a break, right? It's not going to just keep going up and up and up. A $2 million home is not going to just become a $3 million home. I think you're going to see some retraction, some slight retraction, and people are going to want to take a breather, and then, later on it will pick back up, right? But I think that America is built on solid fundamentals. It's the greatest country in the world, in my opinion. And there's a lot of innovative people here that are doing great things, and the U.S. economy is going to continue to flourish and be successful. That's my overall opinion of what I think. So I think interest rates are low. If you find a great property, a great opportunity, go for it. Don't wait. Don't miss out on an opportunity because you're worried about the market crashing. If you have a great deal on a great property, then go for it. Don't waste time or think, oh, well, the market's going to crash. You don't know when the market's going to crash. You have no idea. We have no idea. Nobody knows that. If they did, they would be the richest man in the world, right? So, but nobody knows for sure, what's going to happen. So, anyway, great question though. So, but these are all really, really important things that I think that are going on in the world economy right now. So I definitely wanted to bring this to your attention. Don, stimulus checks and forbearance. There's been a lot of, but the thing is that you also have to remember that a lot of the foreclosure moratoriums have been lifted in June. So I think you're going to see a lot of foreclosures hitting the market come this June. And so I think there's going to also be a lot more opportunity to purchase more homes this summer, because, builders are running out of inventory. New home construction has skyrocketed. It's gone crazy, right? So I think that a lot of the existing inventory, a lot of banks have been keeping properties that have been foreclosed on their books and haven't foreclosed on these properties because they weren't allowed to. For the first time, they're able to foreclose on these properties. So I think you're going to see a flood of foreclosures hit the market too, and a lot of new home opportunities will kind of subside, and existing homes will pick back up. Hey, I'm doing good, Phyllis. How are you doing? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. How's everything going? How did your closing go? Everything go good? I appreciate you reaching out. So, anyway, I think that, nobody knows for sure. We don't have a crystal ball on what's going to happen in the market. But I think these are some of the key important market updates that are going on right now in America. So it's a great time to be an investor, a great time to fix up your property, to do investments, to make money. So we're here for you. Remember, we're a nationwide commercial residential lender. You can call or text our office anytime at 832-431-6333. We offer all different types of programs. jumbo, hard money, direct loans, investment loans, no-doc loans, private loans, all different types of funding programs to help you guys out there. That's why we're here. So we really appreciate you guys, all your support, you guys following the channel, you reaching out to us. We care about you guys. We love you deeply. And we'll do everything that we can to help and service you guys to make your life better, to help you guys to get in the best financial situation that you can get in. So, you know, that's why my company's here, to help you guys to rise, to ascend, to be successful. So, underwriting process, well, it depends on the new construction. Usually about a month or so. Once the loan goes into underwriting, it takes about a month. So I do recommend putting your property in an LLC. It protects you. I think a trust is good too. Land trust is good for your primary residence. I think for your investment properties, LLC. Primary residence, a trust, and investment properties, LLC. Business bank statements, yes, for jumbo, but not for HELOC. You have to have tax returns for a HELOC. Tax returns for a HELOC, business bank statements for jumbo, yes, but not for a HELOC. HELOC, you need tax returns. Great questions. So, Chris, I missed your question. I'm sorry. What was your question? You can ask. Please post that again. I'll answer that question for you. So I think I missed it. I'm sorry. So I think you were asking me something about. I'm sorry. There are too many questions popped up, and I missed your question. I'm sorry about that. So I'll answer it though if you ask me. So, yeah. Oh no, you put your name. You're right. You can put / You can put your personal home in a trust. That will protect you if you put your personal name in a trust. So yes, you want to do that. Now your investment properties, you can put in an LLC. Put your investment properties in an LLC. Put your personal home in a trust is what I'm saying. So does that make sense? Because that way you protect yourself from any type of whatever. There's all kinds of crazy crap out there. So you can protect yourself from that. So I think I missed someone else's question. I'm not sure. Oh, Karen. Yes, I'll make a video on that. Really? Phyllis, you haven't gotten your distribution? Okay, let me look into that. That doesn't sound right. Okay, I'll take care of that, Phyllis, after we get off this. That doesn't make sense to me. Foreign national, yes. Luis, we do foreign national, up to 65-70% loan to value for foreign national. So yes, we do. Phyllis, I'll take care of you after this. I'm very surprised about that. That doesn't sound right. I'll take care of that. I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. So yeah, we take care of the good, the bad, and ugly. We'll do whatever we have to do to make our customers happy. So I appreciate you reaching out on that. So I think there was a question about Quran about closing costs. So closing costs, the options right now, seller can pay it, which is not even happening right now. So the other option is you can pay the closing costs, or they can be rolled into the loan. So if you want to roll them into the loan, you can increase your offer. Yeah, I agree, Chris. I agree with you. If you own your home and you love your house, you own your house, man. Real estate has proven that it's going to appreciate, it's going to go up over time. If you can stay in your house and stay put and be chill, you're going to be fine. You know, I mean, house prices, if you look at the last 50 years, they've appreciated 2 to 3% per year. Is that going to happen every year? No. But over time, it usually always works itself out. Real estate is a fixed asset, you know. So, closing costs, Karan. I mean, the best bet you got, man, is to increase the price. So instead of paying $300, offer $310 and ask for $10,000 back for closing. That's the best you got right now in a seller's market. Once the market cools off, maybe you can get closing costs by the seller again, but I wouldn't expect it. Sellers aren't doing it. You know, it's just not the market for it. So either see if you can get a gift for the money, borrow the money, save the money, sell assets, or try to roll it into the loan, increase the offer to get those closing costs included. So, but we hit on a lot of great topics tonight, guys. So remember, we produce 4 videos a week on the Angelo YouTube. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 4 videos a week. We have a ton of content on our Instagram, official Angelo Christian, Angelo Christian Mortgage on YouTube, Facebook, official Angelo Christian, our website, official Angelo Christian. Please reach out to us. That's why we're here. We have a ton of jumbo loans, Ty. Jumbo and self-employed, jumbo and no doc, jumbo bank, jumbo HELOC, jumbo private. So call or text us at 832-431-6331. First-time buyer programs, we got like 4 first-time buyer programs. Don, great questions. So, and now I'm going to offer the free $100 Amazon gift card to you guys. Every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, we give away a free $100 Amazon gift card to the lucky winner, whoever answers the question right. So, I said something earlier on the video. I want to see who is paying attention. So, for our jumbo loan program, what purchase price and down payment can we do? How high can we go on the jumbo loan program, and what's the down payment? So who remembers that for our jumbo loan program? We have a special jumbo loan program. What's the highest purchase price that we can do, and how much is the down payment? Whoever answers that first is going to win the free $100 Amazon gift card. So who knows how much? What's the price? No, not 720%. Close, Ty. You're close. 10%. You got it, Shirley. Shirley got it. 2.2 million with 10% down. Good job, Shirley. You get the gift card. Shirley wins the $100 Amazon gift card. I'm proud of you. Now we can go higher. We can go to 3 million with 20% down, and 10 million with 30% down. But with 2.2 million, you got it. You're welcome, honey. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you, Shirley. We'll get you that gift card emailed over to you. Shirley, good job on the gift card. Remember, every Thursday we do a talk with Angelo. We educate people. We empower them. We give away free prizes. And if you have any questions about loan programs, call or text our office. We do have videos on wholesaling. I'll send those to. They're on our YouTube channel. We'll take care of you, Phyllis. Yes, we'll take care of you. Yes, we'll get that taken care of. We have a ton of videos on our channel about wholesaling, so check those out. So Shirley, thank you guys so much for reaching out. Thank you guys so much for watching. We love you guys. Take care. Be strong. Watch Angelo Christian on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Keep watching. If you have any questions about any videos, please hit us up. Take care. God bless. We love you. Contact us, Ty. That's why we're here, brother. Thank you so much. Take care. Peace out, everyone.